look at yourself from above and you're looking down and you're like, wait, I've been working 30 years and I work my ass off and I go to work every day and I'm a good person and I've done everything right and I don't have any money. I'm still struggling. What's happening? Right? So taking that moment back to do to sort of look at that big picture introspection really goes a long way in terms of building your economics, right? So just know that as Trump in Congress and well not Congress, Congress didn't even let Trump do this, but as they're off declaring war on Venezuela so they can go in and take their oil, they've already declared war on the black community. The difference with you is you're more of an occupied force. They already won that battle. They're like, oh yeah, we've got black people under control. We know we tell them what to do, and so capitalism, unfortunately, because of the way it's designed, it's an insatiable beast. It's like the fat kid who's never full who has to eat more and more and more. It's built on this sort of almost like borderline demonic gluttony. Just like I gotta eat everything, and that's why I think it's good. That's why I think you're sort of rearranging the deck chairs on the Titanic with the United States. The United States, I think, in 150 years will be looked back upon maybe as a failed experiment because the rest of the world, where you have countries that have thousands of years of culture that teach balance and things like that, they're going to look back and say, yeah, the United States their overcommitment to capitalism is what led to the destruction of the country. Like that's one of the reasons why I don't have a big problem with the New York City mayor, because he's a social he's pretty much a socialist and he's different. But I'm like, yeah, you kind of need a little bit of that because when capitalism is fun when it works, right? And it's cool to have free enterprise and businesses and the opportunity to make money. I think that's great. I'm not a big fan of pure socialist, pure communist societies. But if you go too far with it and you have these extremes, you have Elon Musk sitting on $700 billion in wealth while you've got homeless people on the streets and you got all these people that have more money than God, yet you've got working class families that can't even pay the bills and you won't raise the minimum wage. That tells me that you've gone a little bit too far in one direction over the other and you need to rebalance it. And if you don't rebalance, then you're going to destroy yourself. You literally are the drug addict who has an endless amount of money to buy an endless amount of drugs, and ultimately, somebody's gonna find you dead in the bathtub. And that's what the United States is ultimately going to look like. And if you ask me, what does how do things look in 100 years, 150 years? You see China continue to rise. You see Africa rising just enormously, but then you see the United States being sort of a shadow of what it used to be. I think that that's what you're going to see 150 years from now. All right. So anyway, with that said, one more reminder I want to give you is we're doing a stock options summit on January 10th. So if you want to learn about stock options, stuff like that, um, I'll give you guys the link if you want to join at a discounted rate. It's going to be 2 days. It's going to be virtual. We're going to have sessions for beginners and more advanced students. And I'm going to put that link in the chat in a second. And also, if you want to do options over a prolonged period of time, 6 weeks, we are going to have another cohort of COIN, which is the Certified Options Investing Network. So if you have an interest in that, just go to drboycecoin.com. That's drboycecoin.com. So one membership covers your whole family, so you can bring your kids and everything else. And we actually encourage you to involve your family in everything you're learning about economics, because I think that's an amazing gift you can give to your kids and grandkids and great grandkids. They're going to remember you for the next 100 years. But anyway, there's the link to the summit if you guys want to join it, and that's something that we're doing soon in the Black Business School. All right, now let me go back. Let's take another quick field trip to Instagram.